You will have a box of supplies. To start, before you even make your cell model, we are going to make the food that's going to surround our cell model. So you are going to be making sugar water. So this is your sucrose solution, and you will be adding sugar to water in this beaker. Make sure you're clear. If your graduated cylinder is 50 mLs, you go up to the 50 ml mark. If it's one of the 100 mLs, again, please only add 50 milliliters of water. So you guys, again, are balance pros. So just, again, make sure there's no lids on those. You have the weighing paper. Make sure you zero. You're going to add 10 grams of sucrose to 50 milliliters of water in this beaker to make the food for our model cell. Okay, you have successfully finished part 1 and you've made your sucrose solution, your food for the cell model. This next part is probably new. So I doubt you've ever used dialysis tubing, but this is what it looks like when you first get it. It is flat. It is flat plastic tubing that you have to make into a cell model. So here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to have to open it. So that means you're going to have to be a little rough with it, and you're going to have to kind of in between your thumb and your index finger, your pointer finger, you're going to have to really kind of work it open and just give it time. If it dries out, if you take too long to do this, you have to put it back in water because they do have a tendency to dry out. So there you go. Now you can feel that it's a cylinder, and you're going to fill the cylinder, but before you do, you need to tie off one end. So make sure you kind of give it a nice twist. And then you just like kind of balloon animals. My students said it's like making balloon animals. And you're going to make a nice little knot at the end. Now you need to fill it with water. So to fill the dialysis bag, now that you have the one end tied off, you simply need a little bit of water, and then you need the syringe. You are going to draw the water up until it hits the 10 milliliter mark. So if you've never done this before, it's pretty easy. You just put the end in the water, and then you will pull the syringe up, pull in the water until it hits 10 milliliters. Oh, I went too far. That's okay. You can push some out until you are at the 10 milliliter mark. Now's the tricky part. Now you need to put the water in the syringe into the dialysis tubing. This is where 2 people come in quite handy. You will put it over the end. Make sure I'm right. There we go. And one person can hold the tubing, and then the other person can gently push in the 10 milliliters of water into the dialysis tubing. There it is. So now you simply need to tie off the other end, just like you did before, and you will have your dialysis tube cell model. You will want to take the initial mass of your dialysis tube. So you can use weighing paper or a weighing boat. And again, you're going to want to kind of dab it off with a paper towel if you have one nearby. Make sure the balance is zeroed, 0.0 grams, and take the initial mass. After you have the initial mass, you will place your dialysis tubing into the sugar water that you made, and you will make sure it is submersed into the sugar water so it's completely surrounded, and you will let it sit for as long as the teacher directs you.